But with Symone Tran from the SPU volleyball team, Symone and the rest of the Falcons back home this week to take on the Alaska schools, Fairbanks on Thursday and Anchorage on Saturday. Let's recap last week real quick. Symone, a couple of tough ones on the road. Cards didn't quite fall your way, but coach is really happy with some of the things you did, and especially bouncing back on Saturday at Central. Talk about those two matches a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think this was probably our hardest road trip, just for the turnaround. NNU was a tough match. It was a 5-set match, so it was really long, and it came down to, honestly, the last 2 points. We were right in there with them. But we did learn a lot from that match, and I think that carried into our Saturday match, like you said. We did a lot of good things on Saturday, especially flying back and then driving up to Central that next day. And so that was kind of tough, but we did come out and we were implementing some new systems just based on like scouting reports, and we did a really good job with that. So I think we were all happy about how we played. It sucks that it didn't fall in our favor, but we did play really well, I think.
And is that something that can carry forward into the 2 home matches this week, do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's always nice to be back home, for sure, and we're excited to just get back into the gym and get some work done.
Okay. A couple of tough ones this week. Fairbanks is playing well. They've won 2 in a row, 3 out of 5, and Anchorage is Anchorage. Talk about those 2 opponents coming in here.
Yeah, they both have been tough opponents for us for the past couple of years, and I think we're just excited to play them first at home instead of going to Alaska first. And like I said, I think we're just ready, coming off of a couple losses. I think that just fuels us to try to get better and try to come back with some wins this week.
Okay. You're doing pretty well this year. You've got some nice choices when you're studying this year. Gabby's doing what Gabby does. Gabby Stegemoller is playing well. Sean, nice new choice on the right side with Haley. Just talk about that a little bit. You got a lot of places you can set that ball this year.
Yeah, it's super exciting, and I think it's really great because we have a pretty old team, so a lot of the players that are on the court have been on the court for the past couple of years together. So that's super nice to just be with a team that's well seasoned and gels well. We again, you said so Haley's new on the right side, but she's been really great at getting into our system. So it makes my job really, really easy to set up our offense, and we're running new plays. And again, I mean, even the defense and our back row does a really good job giving me good balls that I can set up.
Okay. And speaking of an older team such as you're in your senior year, have you thought about that yet? Where those 4 years have gone so quickly?
Yeah, no. Looking back, it went by really, really quick, and I think it's kind of bittersweet. I've been playing volleyball for 13 years now, so I think my body's tired, and I think I'm kind of ready to be done, but I'm super excited for this last season and what we can do. And it'll definitely be sad because volleyball has been a part of my life for a really long time, but I'm super excited for this last season.
Okay. What's next for Symone after SPU? Have you thought that far ahead yet, or is that still a work in progress?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a gap year, and then I want to apply to go to physician's assistant school. Okay. And so wherever that takes me.
All right.